So, I'll get straight to the point in this video. The console version of Elite Dangerous Odyssey has now been cancelled. Frontier today gave an update on the situation with consoles. In fact, the information come directly from David Braben himself. I'll read out his entire message in just a moment, but the most important line is this one right here. It is with a heavy heart that we have decided to cancel all console development. And that's not just in regards to Odyssey, but also in regards to Elite Dangerous as a whole. They did confirm that they will continue to support Elite Dangerous and also post critical updates to the console versions of the game, but any future additional content will not be coming. So yeah, this is bad news for console players. In fact, that's probably an understatement. It's very, very bad news. I know a lot of people out there are going to be extremely disappointed, and I feel pretty bad for many of the console players out there, especially those who have invested a lot of time into the game and have been eagerly awaiting new content and future updates. Now, even with the disappointment there and even with this being very bad news, I don't think it's entirely surprising. I did briefly touch on this possibility in a recent video, and I know a lot of other YouTubers out there, Elite Dangerous YouTubers, have thought this being a possibility as well. Not to mention many posts on Reddit and the official Elite Dangerous forums also speculating on this outcome, none of which actually helps the situation or will make anyone feel any better. But, it really does highlight that Frontier have very clearly had significant struggles with Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Not only that, but, I do feel right from day one, the development of Elite Dangerous has had significant problems with consoles. Now's not really the time to go through a list of all the problems that the game has had regarding all that, but perhaps something to look at some point in the future. Anyway, for those who want the full message, here is David Braben's forum post. Let's have a look. It's no secret that Odyssey's launch was less than ideal, including the need to split the PC console player base to focus on a PC-only launch. Since Odyssey's release in May 2021, we have worked tirelessly to improve the Odyssey experience on PC. And whilst we have made great progress, there is still more to be done. We have been supporting the pre-Odyssey and post-Odyssey codebases since. Over the last several months, we have been wrestling with the best way to move forward, and it is with a heavy heart we have decided to cancel all console development. We need to be able to move forward with the story of the game, and in order for us to do this, we need to focus on a single codebase. Elite Dangerous will continue on consoles as it is now, together with critical updates, but we will focus on new content updates on PC on the post-Odyssey codebase. We appreciate this news is not what our console community were hoping for. This was not an easy decision to make, but it was made with the long-term future of Elite Dangerous in mind. Now, you may have noticed there is a second point there. It also means that no future content updates for Elite Dangerous Horizons on PC. So this could be taken in two ways. It either means that one, Elite Dangerous Horizons on PC will be treated basically the same way as console, just get critical updates and continues to be supported on a basic level. Or two, it means that Frontier have finally found a way to be able to merge the player bases for both Odyssey and Horizons. So I guess it can only be one of those two. We'll have to see at some point in the future. Maybe Frontier will release more details. In fact, that brings me to another point. This forum message was very, very short and very much to the point. No explanation on what's been going on or why this has happened. Further, there's not even an acknowledgement from Frontier on the fact that they've been keeping console players waiting for so long. Very soon it's going to be a year. A year of waiting just to get this. Things happen in console development, things happen in video game development rather. Yes, we all know it's not easy. It's just unfortunate when a message is as short and as to the point as this, with not even really giving any much in the way of explanation to the players, to the dedicated supporters of the game. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no real good way of giving this type of information out to any player base, but there are better ways and not such good ways, and this is probably on the end of, could have done with more detail, let's say. On a brighter note, David Braben did mention that they want to move forward with the story for the game. What that means specifically is anyone's guess. Extremely unlikely at this point that he is referring to simple text on Galnet. After all, it doesn't really matter what's going on with the codebase of the game you can update text on a Galnet website at any moment in time, so likely he's referring to future content of the game. And one such example that I know players have been long waiting for ever since the release of Elite Dangerous Odyssey is ground combat with Thargoids. And yes, in order for that to happen, the story would indeed need to move forward. Another point, something from leaked information that has been leaked multiple times over the years, is the possibility of Thargoid motherships, something which, like I say, many people have spoken about for a long time now, but which as yet still hasn't appeared in the game. So an opportunity then for Frontier to finally move forward with that. At any rate, a glimmer of silver lining perhaps for the players who will still be able to get access to the new content. Likely not an easy decision for Frontier at the end of the day because, well, this does mean less money for them than they perhaps would have got otherwise. They know they are without a doubt cutting off a relatively large portion of their player base, and those players may well disappear, never to come back. Brings us to another point, the question of account transfers. Will there be a way for console players to transfer their saves, transfer their account, their Elite Dangerous account, to PC, if they actually happen to have a PC, or perhaps they want to get a PC? Well, to this, Frontier have said they don't have anything to announce on this. Basically, they don't know yet, one way or another. Now, keep in mind that, from what we understand, this is possible in that Frontier have done it previously for selected people when they've been playing on console before and wanted to transfer to PC, or vice versa. But doing it on a large scale for a big chunk of the player base is quite possibly an entirely different question. So again, very unfortunate that Frontier couldn't give this particular piece of information with the original post, as I think it would probably make quite a bit of difference to at least a few people. So there we have it. Many people still left wondering, other people have finally got an answer to the question on consoles, certainly not the answer that everyone would have wanted. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.